All right, today we are going to unlock the new goals feature inside of Claude. I'm going to tell you how to use it, explain why it is so much better than just a normal prompt. It's going to get you 10x more output, 20x more output to be able to use for your business, especially if you're using it for SEO or using it to get more clients or using it to get more traffic, whatever the case may be. I'm going to give you the whole prompt setup, how to use it, how to set this up. So you can start using it today. Let's go. All right. So what is the goals protocol? What does this mean? We think of a goal. It's like, okay, I want to lose 10 pounds of weight in a month. That's a goal. Well, it kind of works the same way, but there's a specific protocol for each letter in the goal protocol that we are going to talk about to set this up so it works for you for your business. So first and foremost, and this is like taking it from just a prompt to a whole nother level. And this is why this is so valuable, because a lot of people are just now learning how to prompt. This is taking it to the next stage well beyond that. And if you know how to use this, you're going to be able to beat anyone else that's just doing normal prompting. So first, you got to have, and this is the 5 components of the goal protocol. First is the goal statement. So one sentence, action verb first, names a deliverable, fits on one line. The O is the output spec, exact file name, format, schema. The evaluator can only audit what you specify. A is the acceptance criteria, numbered checklist. Every item must be answered. Answerable with a yes, no, or a number. The L is limits and constraints, what not to do, forbidden actions, scope walls, resource caps, and then S, stop and verify. So force the agent to list evidence for each criterion before declaring done. So this is the goal protocol. So why is this? What does this all mean? Why is this different than just a normal prompt? Well, the main difference of a goal protocol is that you're going to have a worker agent here that's working on the actual output, working on the goal. And then once the worker agent reads, writes codes, runs commands, edits the deliverable, it iterates turn by turn until it believes the goal is met. Then where this is like a normal prompt, you put in a prompt and you get an output, right? Well, this worker agent, if you have the goals protocol, is going to send it over to the evaluator agent. The evaluator agent is then Claude's going to start a new session with the evaluator agent inside of the chat. You're not going to see this. And then it's going to be independent, no memory of the work. And then it's going to audit the deliverable against the acceptance criteria one by one. So whatever goal criteria you put in, it's going to audit. And then it's going to decide, is the goal complete, or send it back. So if it's not meeting the criteria, it's going to send it back over here to the worker agent. And then the worker agent is probably, if it's not complete, going to have to involve you. It's going to ask you more questions, more criteria, whatever the case may be. Then it's going to send it back to the evaluator agent. Is it complete? Is it not complete? And then if it has to send it back again, it will. Chances are it probably won't send it back again, but it may. And then it's going to mark the goal as complete. So this works so much better than just a normal prompt because it's bouncing it off the evaluator agent. So the output is going to be 10 times more better. 10 times better, not more better. 10 times better, 20 times better. It's just the output's going to be so much better than before. So here's like, if you do fail, here are the common reasons that it fails, just to kind of give you an idea. So multiple goals jammed into one. So you got to split this up into different sequences. You can't have multiple goals in one. It's gonna mess it up. It may be too vague. There's no end state. Don't make it too long. Missing step. There's no acceptance criteria. Agent runs out of tokens. And it can't complete it. Overpacked 47 criteria. So we got to keep it simplistic. So this is why you want to make sure to meet these 5 components. Here are 3 tests that every prompt must pass. So I'm gonna give you a prompt outline so you can do this. But here are the tests to kind of know, like, is my prompt good? Is it going to be a good goal prompt? So a stranger test, could the stranger read this prompt and know exactly what done looks like? If they ask follow-ups, your criteria is weak. So if they don't understand it, Spreadsheet test. Could you put every acceptance criteria in a spreadsheet column with a yes, no answers? Fuzzy words fail the test. Runway test is if the agent misinterprets in the worst way, would your constraints catch it within a few minutes? If not, you got to add more guardrails. So it's all part of building out the proper prompt. All right, so here is a good versus bad prompt. So you would start in Claude by doing the /goal. This is how it knows that you're doing the goal protocol. And then you say, find me some keywords for my dog grooming business and make sure they're good for SEO. Problems: vague verb, no output spec, no acceptance criteria, no constraints, no stop condition. Agent will guess wildly. So this is a lot of times how people are prompting, which is a problem in itself. But if you're using the goal criteria, it's a huge problem because it's not going to give you a very good output. So a better goal prompt would be this one. So goal: build a local SEO keyword list for blank business name in blank location. The output: file, keywords, CSV, columns, intent, format, right? And then the acceptance criteria: at least 25 keywords in the file, at least 15 keywords, have no KD greater than 30. All keywords contain a local modifier, no keywords. So you're giving it the acceptance criteria, very specific. Constraints: do not include out of the area keywords. Do not suggest titles over 60 characters, maximum 50 keywords total. Stop and verify. Before declaring complete, list each acceptance criteria with evidence, then hand to the evaluator. So this is very, very specific. You can see lots of, has the output, acceptance, constraints, stop and verify. This doesn't have any of that. So very, very weak. So you can see why this one fails. This one does a good job. Here is a template that you can use to write out these. And then we're going to run this so you guys can see kind of how this works. But goal, and this meets the whole criteria. So if you follow this, you're going to be good to go. Goal, output, acceptance criteria, constraints, stop and verify. And the nice thing about Claude is that you can put this criteria in there and be like, hey, I'm trying to run the goals protocol. Here's the template that I want for my prompt. Here's what I'm trying to do. Can you write the prompt? And it'll fill this prompt in correctly, and then you run it. So that'll help you speed this up as well, because you got to use Claude in the right way. So here's what we're going to do. So we're going to use this. We're going to use this prompt here, and we're going to run this for SEO. And then I'm going to show you a bonus tip on how to use this information. All right, so we're going to go to Claude. We're going to paste this template in there because I'm just using this for SEO, so I'm not going to change any of this stuff. And then we're going to let's just grab a business here. This is like an HVAC business. And then business name and location. So we're just going to do business. I'm just going to paste this URL here. And then location, I think this is in Miami. And then here we go. So we're going to run this goal protocol. And again, you want to start at /goal so it knows that you're running this protocol. All right, here we go. Here is it ran through all that workflow and built out the structure and then all the checks passed programmatically because we set it up the right way, right? It didn't get kicked back. So here's the stop and verify. So here's the checks behind the scenes that this goes through. Stop and verify the criteria, the status, the evidence, and they all passed, right? So then once it passes, then it's going to send it through back to the worker to create the actual file, to create the output that you wanted. And then here are the keywords that I asked for by monthly estimated volume. This isn't connected to Href, so this is kind of estimated based on the area, based on the website, based on its own analysis, but it's usually pretty close. It does a really good job with this. So here's the keywords: monthly volume, KD score, intent, and then suggested title. So this is really good if you're doing SEO. I've already ran this with several businesses to get these keywords, which is really, really good. And it has this whole list that it ran through. So this is a lot better. So if I just ran the prompt like find me keywords, it's very basic. It's not going to be as in-depth as as this. So this is why this is so powerful. So then, as a bonus tip, if you have a business, your local business, or you do SEO, even if it's not local, you can take these and then create content around them, because it has a high monthly volume, a high KD score, and it's transactional. So this is really these transactional ones especially are really powerful for converting leads, for getting bookings, for getting clients. So you can take this keyword, suggested title, and create content. I can ask Claude to create like a blog article, an SEO optimized blog article, but it's not going to have like the internal bells and whistles, the SEO structure that AIs or Google is looking for. So I use a tool, Arvow, to create my blog articles, which I've talked about a lot. I usually reference most videos to this because it's so good. It's so powerful. But you can basically take that, go in here, put the keyword here, put the title in here, and create a bottom of the funnel, high search intent article like one of these to be able to post directly on your website. So if I go in here, and here's ones like housing market statistics for like realtors, you can open this up, see kind of the meta description, H2s, H3s, alt text, internal linking. So you can link all of your assets, your sitemap, your call to action. You can link your knowledge base, your site. So it's using AI, but it's using your own site, website information to create these articles and then link everything together, which is really powerful for SEO. So you can go in here and you can configure this to your website, and then it'll automatically post to your website. So the link to this is below if you want to try that out. But that is the goal feature in a nutshell. Hopefully that helps you guys out as far as this protocol. If you can copy and paste this prompt, take a screenshot, or if you write prompt below, I will share it with you to give you this prompt example that you can use in your own goal protocol. And then you can use this for whatever, whether it's SEO, business structure, specifically, lead generation, whatever the case may be. There's a lot of use cases. So that's it. Hopefully that helps you guys out. Check out this next video. Good stuff here, wherever it's at, on SEO, Claude, all the things. I'll be back soon with some more good stuff for you guys.